Go ahead and get started. So let's start by bringing our awareness to our posture, settling the body in a stable, comfortable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So we keep our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open. And try to scan through the body and see if you're holding any places of unnecessary tension. And try to relax into this stable, comfortable position. Allowing the body to fall into place. And try to feel like you hold your attention just to the body and mind, letting go of what's happening around you, not attending to the sights or sounds. Start to use the physical sensation of the air as it passes into and back out of the tip of the nostrils as a way of anchoring your awareness in the present. Letting go even of thoughts of the past or future. Noticing quickly when anything other than that physical sensation arises in the mind. And gently, without judgment or frustration, lifting your awareness up from that distraction and again, placing it gently on the breath. And then generate in your mind a broad and altruistic motivation for your time. Seeing your practice as the method for developing good qualities, tapping into your potential, and wanting to do that principally to be of greater benefit to countless sentient beings. Asserting a motivation of bodhicitta, if you have some understanding and aspiration for bodhicitta and enlightenment, or just wanting to be of greater and greater benefit. And then we will try to become familiar with the next mind training verse, verse 5, which is when others, out of jealousy, mistreat me with abuse, insults, and the like, I will practice accepting defeat and offering the victory to them. When others, out of jealousy, mistreat me with abuse, insults, and the like, I will practice accepting defeat and offering the victory to them. So here we start to work skillfully with the tendency to respond to a harm with a harm, the need to retaliate. So we can start by thinking about times in the last few months when we felt as though someone under the influence of a negative mental state like jealousy said or did something that we found difficult to accept. Try to go back into these memories, picking memories that are not too painful, and try to get a sense of your normal pattern, your normal tendency in these situations. Do we find that there's a tendency to feel hurt, to lash out, and try to understand what the origin of that might be. Do we need to be seen by everyone at all times as free of mistake? Do we need to be respected and cared for and appreciated at all times by everyone? Do we have any of these kinds of unrealistic expectations? We know that we ourselves sometimes come under the influence of disturbing emotions and say and do things that cause some harm to others. And so other people also sometimes are nearly powerless due to their familiarities, their habits, to also cause some harm. So can we soften the need to be right, to be seen the way that we want to be seen, and just practice patience? Try to replay one or two of these memories. If you felt like your reaction, your response perhaps escalated the situation, ultimately made things worse, how would you do that in a more constructive way? It's related to practicing patience rather than giving in to a sense of retaliation. And now try to think about in future situations what kinds of antidotes can you hold in the mind to prevent these tendencies toward retaliation from continuing to ripen. When you observe someone under the influence of that kind of disturbing emotion, can you try to see them as an object of your compassion? Again, recognizing that you also have that tendency and you also recognize the suffering that it causes for oneself and others. Can you recollect the kindness that they have shown you, if not this life, in countless previous lives? And just see this as a temporary aberration and have patience. Can you identify the seed in your own mind of clinging to reputation, clinging to status, clinging to your own perspective? It is the real seed of that desire to retaliate. Try to think of these antidotes and make a determination in the mind to recollect them in daily life. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And then we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that you've actualized that motivation by meditating in this way, and that all of that positive energy you offer for the benefit of sentient beings. Thinking strongly, may it serve as a cause and condition to ripen in whatever way is beneficial for every sentient being without exception. And think of those that were killed just yesterday in the festival, dedicating for their auspicious rebirth. All of those sentient beings suffering, those in the bardo, offering your practice, your good karma to ripen on their behalf. Thinking, may it serve as a cause and condition for oneself to accomplish the practice of exchanging self-cherishing for other cherishing. And on the basis of that, to achieve uncontrived bodhicitta and the state of enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. And may it completely pacify any obstacles facing the Guru's long life. May we and all other sentient beings come under the joyful care of the enlightened beings in this moment until our swift enlightenment. Thank you.